Welcome to Tech Brothers with Amir. In this video, we are going to learn how you can load data from SQL Server to the MySQL. So there are certain steps we have to do that, and I'm going to show you and walk you through each and every step. First of all, we need to download and install ODBC Driver for MySQL that we will be using here in SSIS package. Second part, we have to create all login or user in MySQL that should have read and write permission, so we can use that in the ODBC driver. So when we run SSIS package, it should write to the MySQL. And other part, we are going to start now, and whatever things comes along, I'm going to teach you. So first of all, when I was trying to download and install ODBC driver, what happened? This is a link I went and I downloaded the ODBC driver, and that's the one you need to download. This is the one. Okay, you need to download a 32-bit ODBC driver for MySQL. Okay, so the version is going to be 8.0.23. That's what it's going to be. And now you download it. I have downloaded it, and once you have it right here, and you're going to install. But once you start installation, it's going to throw you an error. Okay, in my case it did, because I did not have this some requirement software was missing. So application require Visual Studio 2019-86 redistributable. Please install the redistributable, then run the installer again. So I went back and I found this on this link, and I executed this one. So now after executing this one, it asked me, hey, you need to restart your computer. So I did that, and then I came back, and then I installed the ODBC driver. Once I installed the ODBC driver, it went fine, and I was able to see. I'm gonna cancel this out. So first of all, guys, you are going to download this ODBC driver. If you do not have this redistribution, then you need to install this one. If you do have it, the driver is going to just work fine. So I will put the both links in the description, and you can download both of them and then install. Now once you install the ODBC driver, you're going to be able to see this ODBC, type in search right here, and then ODBC data source is 32-bit. Now you will go to the let me see, drivers here, and then you're gonna see right there ODBC MySQL ODBC 8.0 NC driver, and then you have another one, Unicode driver. So I'm gonna use, in this case, NC driver. I'm gonna be just fine with this one. Okay, now this is the name of your driver. Fine. What we have to do, the second part, we are going to work open MySQL, and then create a user that we will use in the connection string. So first of all, I'm going to say create a database. I'm going to call it Tech Brothers. So I will call it TB, and just execute this statement. Now you go to the schemas here, and let's refresh, and TB schema is right there. Okay, but there is no table. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and create a table. But what table I would need? I have a table in SQL Server from where I need to read the data and load to the MySQL. So total sale is my table. So that's the table I'm going to just create in the MySQL as well. So this table has these many records in SQL Server. I'm going to create the same table in MySQL. I'm going to go and create a new query, and here is the generating create statement. Now I don't need these all parentheses and everything here in MySQL, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just find them and replace them with this nothing, and let's replace this one as well. Okay, replace all, and our definition, I'm just going to remove this worker null part to it, because when I was trying to create the table with this definition, it gave me error, so I don't have to do that. So here I just took this example of create script, and I'm going to go to the MySQL and create this table in use TB, and then I just will run this statement. So this database is selected, and now I'm gonna go ahead and create this table. It's called total sale. Okay, the table is created. I'm gonna go ahead and just select the data from this table and show you guys. Select star from this table. Fine. Now you have it here, no data is there. The second part, we are going to create our user. We say create user, and I'm going to call this one let's say TB, and then at the rate from where you will access that. So localhost. So now if you need let's say your MySQL is on some other server and your SSIS package is going to run from some different server. So this is where I'm saying localhost. That's where you need to provide the IP of your computer where your SSIS package is going to run. So then what happens when TB will try to access from that server, it will be able to access these tables and everything on this TB database or wherever you have provided permission. So you understand that if you are running your SSIS package from some other host, let's say 10.10. Something like 20.123, whatever, you know, so you have to provide that IP there. So in my case, as I'm on the same server, localhost is going to be just fine because my SSIS and everything is on the same server. My SQL is on the same server, my SQL server is on the same server, and my SSIS package is going to be on the same server as well. So I'm providing the permission to the TB and telling it, okay, this user will be used from the local host from this the current computer, and it will read some data from this table. Okay, so what I'm going to do, create user TB identified by password. So what is going to be my password? 123. Okay, fine. Now what I will do, next statement, I will say grant all. Okay, grant all on tb.asterisk to this host, sorry, this user. Okay, so I'm providing all the permission that includes read and write, and then at the end I'm going to say flush privileges. So refresh the permission vi. Okay, let's execute this one. User created, grant is done, and I'm flashing the privileges. So if I want to see that, so the permission has given to this user, I always can go and say show grants for. And just to let you guys know that I have a complete tutorial on MySQL and MariaDB and all those kind of things. As a DBA and developer, you can watch on YouTube. Okay, so you can see that it has all privileges now. So this is that user we are going to use. Next part, what we need here is the connection string for our ODBC in our SSIS package. What it need that MySQL ODBC 8.0 NC driver. That, if you guys remember, that's what it is right here. And second, what it needs server. Okay, which server? MySQL server. Okay, so in my case it's a local host. That means MySQL is on install on the same server here, but in your case it could be any other server. So provide the IP of that, and then what's going to happen here, you're going to provide the database name. And remember, we have the database name called TB. Okay, let's go back, and our username is now is TB, and here is our password, if you guys remember, DBA123. Okay, so that's a connection string what we are going to use in our SSIS package for ODBC, and that's where we will write the data to the MySQL. Okay, so now we create a new package, and in this new package, what I need a data flow task. Why I need the data flow? Because I want to move the data from SQL server, and I need the ODBC source. That's going to be my SQL server, and I'm going to create a new connection, new, and here my TechBrothers, that's my SQL server. That takes some time. I could have done another way, like just to say select at the rate server name on my SQL server, and that's the name I need. Okay, so TechBrothers /TBIT. Okay, but probably it has brought it already now. Which database is TechBrothersIT? That's where our total sale table is. Hit OK. Now hit OK. And here, which table I would like to read? I can just go and say table or view and get the table, and because I need to read all the columns. Okay, so that looks good. I'm reading everything from my table called total sale. Hit OK. Now next thing what I need ODBC connection. So let me find out that other transformation common. Here under the common I have ODBC destination. Here I brought that, and now that's where all the fun part is going to start, because remember we created all the user in MySQL. We install ODBC driver and everything. Now that's where it's going to come into place. Here ODBC connection, we are going to hit new, and I'm going to delete what it is there. I'm going to create a new one. Here in the use connection string, that's where you're going to paste that connection string that we just built right here. I'm going to put this one in the description so you can copy and paste. Okay, you're going to go ahead and just paste it there. And what's going to happen, it is going to, when you click here on the username, it's going to pop up this username from what you have provided above. Okay, and here you can just provide the password and say test connection. So what happened? It says that the test connection failed in the initializing provider, access denied for user using password yes, for user TB localhost using password. Okay, so what it is saying, the access is denied, database TB UID, that's our user, password is DBA123. Let's see what happened here. So we go back, DBA123, and that's our user. Okay, so we said that so here I might have done that, like I have provided a database name that was in capital or uppercase, and my database actually is in small, so that could be the scenario, but I'm gonna give a try again. So I'm saying grant everything on this TB, and then I'm gonna flush privileges, go back to the SSIS package and the test connection. What's happening here? DBA123 test connection. I hope I'm not making any mistake here. Localhost database TP. Okay, let me see what happened here. I don't know if this is happening because it's saying database is TB and username is TB as well. That shouldn't be the case. We can have the same name. But let me go back and let's do one thing. We do Amir here as a user, and in this case Amir123, and my database name is TechBrothersIT. If I use this one, what happened? I just want to test that, like if I'm not making any mistake. So Amir123. The access denied for user localhost. Why is the access is denied? I have provided the permission. So here is my query one, Amir1, flash privileges, grant all on TechBrothersIT. Yes, show privileges. I mean, it should be there. I can select the table there. So let me see again. You guys might hate me for this one, but it's okay. I am TechBrothers. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna copy the database name, localhost sometimes you can't see even small thing you're missing. Okay, UID Amir, password Amir123. You would not believe what has happened here. Amir123. I don't know. Initial providing. Why the access is denied? User password. Let me see if I might have dropped the database. I don't know if no, that's the database. And Amir, look at this guy. I should have Amir1 here. That's the mistake I'm making here, right? Because it's the Amir1 instead of Amir. That's my username. So that was right. I was making a mistake here. So go back here, provide, paste, and then now when I select, I say Amir123, success. Okay, so but still we did not able to solve the problem with the TB user. So I created this TB user, and I said that TB localhost identify by this, so that should be the same, right? And I did grant all on this. I'm just gonna copy this, probably see if I'm making any mistake here in the script when I was providing the permission. So create user identify by DBA123. Maybe I'm providing the wrong password. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna fix this one. Doesn't matter how long it take. If you guys want to go, you can leave, but I am going to fix DBA123, and my user database name is TB. I mean, that's where if I need to write to this database, then I should be able to write it instead of saying it's not working. That's not possible, So I'm gonna say new, delete, create new, and use the connection string, paste it there. Okay, TB DBA123, still have problem. What I am doing wrong here? My database is TB. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back. Grant all. See right here, that's the same thing what I did there. So I'm not doing anything different. I'm gonna go ahead and say here TB. I'm gonna give permission again. I'm sure I have the permission. So if you guys see show grants for, the only thing I have this one in capital, but I don't know if that's gonna make any difference. So show grants for, and if I will see this, if there is a problem with the uppercase and lowercase, it should give me the problem, right? It should tell me like, hey, you know what, you have a problem. Grant all privileges on usage. This one does have that TB to the TB. It does, I'm gonna go back and try to let's refix this one. Just we say TB and then grant all on this. So I'm just going to flush privileges again, go back to my SSIS test connection. I don't know, by the time now you guys will be really pissed. So I'm gonna go okay, that's fine. What I will do, I'm not gonna leave this here. So I'm gonna say drop user TB @localhost. Maybe you are able to see that, I'm not able to see, I don't know. Maybe you guys are able to see drop user TB localhost. So why I'm not seeing this one? Why didn't it run? Man, that's crazy. So I'm gonna go select user comma host from mysql.user, and I'm gonna see all the list of the users and see where is TB. Yeah, it's right there. So if I will say drop user and then say username, I should be able to copy row. And at the rate. See here, it's not L. It is somehow, I don't know what is wrong. L. Maybe it was 1. Yeah, it is 1. Man, what a mistake I have done there. So see right here, this is 1. L is standing right there. Yeah, so that's the reason, man. I had put 1 instead of L. So that's all it happened, So I'm sorry, guys. I took a lot of time to. So I'm gonna drop this user. I don't know how I put 1 here. I'm so stupid. Well, things happen. Now here that should be L. So create user TB, identify DBA, and then grant all permission, and then flush privileges. Go. Okay. Here again, I should change this one to the L instead of 1. So this user is already there. Now grant, good, worked, and flush privileges. Good. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna test success. Great. Okay, so we use the user TB, and then we are writing to the table, and that's going to be total sale. Okay, that's in the TB database. So here we use that. Now it's all good. Our source is a SQL server and our destination is the MySQL. Now what's going to happen here, I'm going to save this package, and this is package number 5. So I'm going to go there and just run this or execute this package. Now it should read all the rows. So it read 11 rows and inserted those 11 rows into the MySQL. So I'm going to go and take a look. I am in the database, so I'm going to be in this database. So I'm going to say use TB, and then we execute. This is highlighted, you can see the table. I'm going to refresh total sale, and if I execute this, this should show me 11 rows. So you guys can see that it has loaded all the data. Okay, one more thing. Let's say I don't know if my project, if I go to project, sometime you have to go to the configuration and debugging, and here you have to change to the run 64-bit run by runtime is equal to false. So you want to run in 32-bit. Sometime I had this issue with the driver when I installed 32-bit driver and I was running into 64-bit. It gave me error, but this time it didn't give me any error, so that's fine. But just in case if you get error, you might want to check that part as well. So you see that it worked when I even run in the 32-bit, so that worked just fine. Now we go back, and now we should have 22 records. So if you guys see here, it has 22 records. We can take a count just for a quick. Okay, so I want to tell you guys one thing. This all the steps what we are going to do, I'm going to put in the description, and you can go from there, and all this script is going to be there as well. and that's how you are going to do. The last thing I would like to say, as you might want to do one thing, take this connection that worked, and we go here to the connection string, go to properties, and here go to expressions, and then you can write into the connection string here. And also you can create a user such as like password and user, and pass that value. So here in the connection string you can pass that, and just you know, that should we should build that one. So let me do, actually I'm going to do one thing. I want to do it as a full package instead of just kind of move it away. So I'm going to call this one password, okay, and my password is string, and it is going to be DBA123, and my username is TB. So we will build the string, and you can use that one. So now you go to connection string here in the ODBC. So if your username change or your password change, you don't have to go and struggle with that one. That's why I am going to the expressions here in the connection string, and then we are going to use the username and password variables, and here that use the same connection string what we have built, and I have put it right there. So I'm going to have in description as well, and here wherever you have that username or so here instead of TB, what I'm going to do, I am going to change that. So I'm going to put double quotes around it, plus plus double quotes. Same thing I'm going to do for this one, you know. So here the first thing will go, that will be our username right there, and now in the password, that's where you, sorry, this is the, I messed up here, so let me see again. So I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I pasted, I have double quotes around first, put this thing here, and where you see my user UID, that's where I'm gonna change this TB to the, let me just put double quotes first, then plus sign, then another plus sign, then double quotes, and then I'm gonna go to this is the password part, then I'm gonna say double quotes, plus sign, double quotes. So then I'm gonna use this is my username will go in first two pluses and concatenate there, and my password will go at the end right there. Okay, so you evaluate that, and now what happened here, so that's your plus this thing here. You don't need the last plus here because, and you don't need actually double quotes at the end there too. Okay, so this is how it is going to be working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one anyways and put in the description for you, so you can just use this expression and build your connection string. Now we go hit OK, and if you later on decide to use another username or password or whatever, you are going to be just fine. You just change the value of these variables there. So your package should be running just fine, the same way it was running, no changes. Okay, lemon was loaded. So thank you very much for watching, and I am sorry for all the trouble we created with when we said local instead of saying one in that part. So but you learn a lot of things. Things can go wrong, and you have to take a look and work through things. So I appreciate if you guys like my videos. Go ahead, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.